This is my Z3, and although it's looking good on the outside, the inside needs a little bit of love. This is already an older car, and the years of use have taken its toll on the steering wheel. So this steering wheel needs a little bit of love, and I'll show you in this video exactly how I do it and how you can do this at home for a cheap price. So basically all you will be needing is some sandpaper, dishwashing soap with water, alcohol, and then I have this leather dye. This is very important because if you use just normal paint cracks, and leather dye actually soaks into the skin of the leather. Okay, so for me it's suede dye, and the seller told me this is basically the same thing. I also have this little brush to put it on, so I'll see how that works, like maybe dipping or something. So the first thing I'm gonna do is wash this steering wheel with some dishwashing soap. Next thing I will do is I will go on it with some sandpaper, just the front side because the back isn't damaged, so the front, and then I will paint the front as well. I'm gonna start with this 240 grit sandpaper and just go around these edges slightly. So after you have done that, your steering wheel should look worse than it was before, but that's good. So I can already feel it's smoother than it was. It's just looking not that great. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a finer grit sandpaper and just go over it again, just to smoothen it more and prepare it for the paint. So I just hit it with a 800 grit sandpaper. It's feeling very smooth. So what I'm gonna do now is just some dish soap again, and then some alcohol, and let it dry, and then we can put on the first coat of paint. So little update, it's not looking like I wanted it to look. Paint isn't working so good. Also here I made a little tear because I was sanding. So the new plan now is I bought a kit to restore steering wheels. So this is also maybe a good tip. Don't try to do it with leather dye or anything. I think it's better to just buy the entire kit, because also this has a leather binder inside, and I'll put this on the the worst parts. I'll let it dry, and then that will already make a big difference. So just this, I made this little tear in the steering wheel, and I will work around this. It will not be perfect, but I hope this will show you guys like how you can do this at home the best way. So I make mistakes so you can do it better. All right, so let's do it. Let's put I'll just sand it down just a little bit with these two sanding pads that have come with the set, and I'll sand it down, and then I'll put leather binder on it, and then I'll show you after that. So after this step, the steering wheel, all the imperfections should be a little bit fixed. And now what I'm gonna do, so everything is prepped. Now I'm gonna add the dye. I'm gonna do it with a sponge that came with the kit. Just dipping it on like this, a few coats, and then I'll show you the end result. Right now it's looking a little bit sad. Compared to the other dye, this is already thicker, and I think this will work a lot better. So just a light coat. It's the next day, and I put two coats on it, two good coats. So multiple times I went over the steering wheel, and I have to say I'm happy with the end result. So here it is. You can see it's looking good. You see. So just these small imperfections, but as we all saw, this is my own fault, so this won't happen to you. So I do recommend using these restoration, like steering restoration kits on your steering wheel. It's not so expensive, and you have a lot of extra product left for other cars you want to do. So don't be like me. Let this video be a little lesson to you. Don't try to do it with cheap, your own cheap products. Don't do that. Just buy the kit, the set to do it all. Everything's inside. It's very easy. It's inexpensive, and then you have results like this. That I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied. Okay, so thank you all for watching this short video, and then I will all see you on the next one. Bye bye.